In today's video, I will show you guys how to design this party flyer in CorelDraw. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe, and without any further ado, let's get straight to the video. So over here guys, these are the stock images we'll be making use of. So I'm going to put the link of all this in the down description below so you can check it out. Welcome to CorelDraw guys. So the first thing we're going to do is change our size, and the size we're making use of is 10 by 10 inches. Alright, so to do that, come over to your property bar and change this to inches. Locate your drawing, your page dimension, change to 10 by 10 inches. Alright, so this is basically what you're going to have. So the next thing we're going to do is, I'm going to bring in my rectangle tool and draw this way. So once I do that, I'm going to come over to my page dimension again, change to 10 by 10 inches and press enter on my keyboard. Then press letter P to make it fit to frame. Alright, so initially, we have a black stroke. So to remove that, you can come over to this, right click and select set outline color. The version I'm using is Corel 2021. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to import our stock images. So to do that, go over to file, select import, and wait for it to load. You can select everything you see here. Alright, select everything you see. So I want to basically place all of this just right here. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in this background. I'm going to scale it up just right here. Alright. So I'm going to right click and select power clip and place it into the frame. Then right click again and select edit power clip over here. Then place this just right here. And once you do that, come over to your effect, select blur, then select Gaussian blur. Alright, so you can leave that to 14.6 pixels. And click on finished, and bring in this background, then right click on it and select power clip. Then right click again and select edit power clip. Then come over to this and scale it up. Alright, why am I scaling it up perfectly is because I'm holding my shift on my keyboard and I'm pointing to this anchor point. Do not scale using this or using this. Alright, so scale with the one either at the top left or the top right or the top bottom. Alright, just at the four corner angles. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this one up. So I'm going to use my mirror tool and take this one up just right here. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to effect, select blur, select Gaussian blur, and alright, I think we're good with this. Let's blow it a little bit more, and that is fine. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over to effects, select adjust, let's select color balance. And once I do that, yes, you can actually change the color of anything using your color balance. All right. So I'm going to add magenta. All right. So I'll add magenta, a little bit of magenta anyway. So once I do that, I'm going to add, let's try adding yellow. So I think yellow is too much. So let's add blue. All right. So I think we're getting there. Alright, so basically we have 59% of red and we have minus 36 of magenta. Then we have -1 of yellow. So click on OK, and that is what you're gonna have. So I'm gonna click on finish right here. Alright, so once you do that, this is basically what you're going to have. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in this and scale it up just right here. And once I do that, I'm going to scale it up the more. Alright. So this is basically what you're going to have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to effects, select adjust, select brightness and contrast. Then I'm going to just increase the contrast a bit and click on OK. Now this is what you're going to have. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to select my transparency tool, fade out this way. Alright. So I'm going to fade it out just right here. And that is basically what you're going to have. So I'm going to scale this up again and take it up a little bit. And this is basically what you're going to have. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to right click and select power clip, place it into this frame. I'm going to right click and select edit power clip. Now I'm going to use my transparency tool, draw this way, then I'm going to give it a red color. And once I do that, I'm going to come over to my color thumbnail over here, this one. Then I'm going to bring this one down here and click on color viewer, change this to RGB. And I'm going to bring this one down here, just this way. And once I do that, I want to select, I'm going to click on OK, then select my transparency to fade out this part. All right. So once I do that, I want to scale this up, just right there, take it up, and click on finish. And this is basically what you're going to have. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in this light. And once I do that, I'm going to use my shape tool and highlight this place and take this one in here just this way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select my transparency tool, fade out the edges into the background. I'm going to bitmap. Go to bitmap, select bitmap, and change this to RGB, resolution of 300. Remember I told you if you want to bitmap anything, if you want to fade out multiple edges, you have to bitmap. So I'm going to fade out this part, go to bitmap, on my menu bar, convert to bitmap, click on OK, then fade out this edge. All right, convert to bitmap, and fade out this edge, or you can link that to that. Then select and your transparency to go to your mesh mode and select soft light, and this is basically what you're going to have. So if you select soft light, you can scale it out this way and leave that to that. Again, now right click, select power clip, place it into the frame. Right click again and select edit power clip. Then you can flip this way, bring one over here, and that is basically what you're going to add. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on finish. All right. So once you do that, the next thing you're going to do is let me bring in this background. All right. So once I do that, I'm going to just select my transparency to fade out this edge. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this to overlay. Let's try soft light, and we're going to link that to soft light. Then I'm going to right click and select power clip, place it into this frame. Now let's take it into the back. Let's take it behind fill. All right, just this way. And this is basically what we're going to have. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on OK and leave that to that. So I'm going to bring in this logo and place it just right here. All right. So once I do that, I'm going to bring in this cutting background. Is a gold cutting background. So I'm going to I just need a little part of it, not that much. So just a little part of that. And I'm going to just right click as net part it, then place it into this frame. Then this is basically what you are going to have. All right. If you made it to this point, subscribe to this channel. If you have not made it to this point, subscribe to this channel also. So this is what you're going to have. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come over to my notepad. Over here, guys, these are the names of the fonts I'm making use of. So I'm going to copy all of this. All right. Control C to copy. Then come over to your text tool. Then use Control V to paste. Then select color, white color, and link that over here. So we can see now this is pre-club Friday. I'm going to cut this, paste in just right here. And what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to come over to this and select, this is the name of the font we're making use of for this, right? So paste the fonts. You can go to, I've taught you guys how to download fonts, so you can just go and check it out. All right, so this is the name of the font. Now I'm going to just cut this one. Then I'm going to use Ctrl+K to break it apart. So once I do that, I'm going to just scale this one up this way. Then I'm going to scale this one up a bit this way. And this is basically what you're going to have. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one up, scale it up this way. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use my transparency to go to my mesh mode and change to overlay. All right. Let's try color dodge. Okay, let's try overlay. Leave that to overlay. And let's change the color to, let's see, something light this way. Let's use the light yellow. All right, so once you do that, you're going to copy it and paste it again. You understand what I did? I copied this, copy, Control C, and paste it again in there, Ctrl+V. Using Ctrl+V. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to select this one and take it up this way. So you can see that color effect. I see it's a glitch. You're having like a glitch here. So if you look closely, you can see that glitch. All right. This is just basically what we're going to have. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this one and paste it just right here. And we can use that. We can use this font integrated. Let me add that one for you guys. I just got this font now, guys. Let's just use it. All right, and just use it. Let's use that. So what I'm going to do is I want to come over to my ellipse tool, draw this way. All right, I'm going to bring this one up this way. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my rectangle tool and then draw this way. So I'm going to use this, select this, hold shift and select the round one. Then go to trim and trim that off. And give this one a white color, and this is what you're gonna have. So we're gonna reduce this one and basically place that just right there. And this is what you're gonna have, right? This is what you're gonna have. Now the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring in this. All right, place it just right here. All right, and the font I'll be making use of this font I'll be making use of is this one. So once I do that, I'm going to color this DJN90. Then I'm going to change this to uppercase, shift F3 on your keyboard. Then use your uppercase. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to break this part using Ctrl+K. So once you break apart, everything is one on its own. I'm going to just take this one up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my rectangle tool and draw a box just right there. Add a stroke to it. Then use F12 on your keyboard and increase the stroke this way. So the color we're making use of this is red one. And let me just, I want to bring this one here. And the color we're making use of here is yellow. As a club is like a party, is a party stuff, so it has to be colorful. So I'm going to drag this one over here and make sure this is at the middle. So the font I'll be making use of this is the color I'm making use of here is the cyan. All right. So now let's reduce this font. All right. Let's reduce the font. Now this is what you're going to have. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight this and place it just right here. All right. So once you do that, this is what you're going to have. So I'm going to copy the address. All right. We're going to use Campton Book for this one. All right. So I'm going to cut this one over here and I'm going to place it just right here and reduce that. And once you do that, you're going to reduce this one. All right. So I'm going to take this one up this way. So I'm going to increase the weight of this. Maybe, all right, let's try 2. 2 is fine. 2 and 2. And that's what you're going to have, guys. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to copy this. I'm going to bring it this DJ. And the font I'll be making use of for that is, let's think is this. All right. So why I have a font is because I've made this design before. So guys, just download the font and make use of it. So DJN90, and I'm going to break it apart using Ctrl+K. I'm going to scale this one up this way. And once I do that, I'm going to just basically place it just right here. And I'm going to link that to that. So I'm going to use my ellipse tool. I'm going to draw this way. Then the color I'm making use of here is the yellow. Then I'm going to increase the yellow color. Come over to your color thumbnail, change this to RGB. Then make sure this is this part, all right, this way, and let's increase this. And this is basically what you're going to have. So I'm going to just remove the white stroke and highlight this. Use Shift plus page up to bring it forward. And this is basically what you're going to have. This is basically what you're going to have, guys. Now, The next thing I'm going to do is I want to just scale this one up this way. And we're going to align this here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to, let me bring in this. Let me copy this. Then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to type drink responsibly. All right. I'm going to type the website www.bottles and glasses.com.ng. Then I'm going to break this apart, then reduce this one and leave that there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to select my ellipse tool, draw this way, and give it a red color. Then cut this and use 18 plus. Then just place that here, and we can reduce that now. And we're going to place it over here. All right, so now this is basically what we are going to have. So the next thing I'm going to do is, let me make sure this is at the middle, this way. Whoops. All right, this is at the middle. And this is what we are going to have. Now I'm going to reduce this one this way. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this one, place it just right here. All right, so I'm going to put this demarcation just right here. All right, so putting the demarcation, hold shift and press this, the key before your letter Z on your keyboard. The key before your letter Z. I don't know what to call it, so let's call it the key before the letter Z. So now this is basically what you're going to have. So I'm going to just make this uppercase. All right, so we're going to scale it up this way and let that. So this is basically what you're going to have. So the next thing I'm going to do is let me just highlight and bring this one down. And this is basically what you're going to have. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this one here and place it just right here. All right, so next thing I'm going to do is break this apart, bring this Instagram handle here, and for reservation, this is the number you're going to call. All right, so what you're going to do is I'm going to copy this and change the font to this, to the Tactic font. I don't know, but I call it Tactic. That's the name anyway, not I call it, it's Tactic, all right? So now you can just scale this one up. And let's change the color of this to light yellow. All right, so change the font of this to Campton Book. And change the font of this to Campton Book. And make sure it's aligned. So what I'm going to bring now is I'm going to import Instagram icon. Now I'm going to put the link of all this for you guys. All right. So bring this one, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just scale this up this way. Then come to your bitmap, select mode. All right, black and white. Then come to your trace bitmap, outline trace, line art. So we're trying to just extract this so we can change the color. All right, without extracting, you cannot change the color of this. All right, so let's just wait for it to load. As you can see, now click on OK. Now, place this one just right here. Delete the one you don't want. Ungroup this. Delete the particles which you don't want, and give it a white color. All right, so I think I made a mistake in this. Ungroup it. All right, so we're going to just delete the white ones and group it. Then reduce this one and just place it just right here. Give it a white color and make sure it's aligned. So let's scale it a little bit, and this is basically what you're going to have, guys. So now I think this is a bit brownish, so I want to just increase and darken it a bit. All right, so this is what you're going to have. So I'm going to just click on OK, highlights to this. So I'm going to just right click and import a light clay effect. All right, so I'm going to just come to this folder and copy this, place it just right here. Now I'm going to right click and select power clip, place it into the frame. Then go into the frame and just scale this up this way. Then what you're going to do is select the transparency tool, go to your mesh mode and set it to overlay. And we can see we can add a bit of highlights to this over here, copy again and place over here. All right, so once you do that, you can copy again, place another one just right here, reduce it. All right, so this is basically what you're going to have, guys. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my ellipse tool, draw this way, then come over to my let's give it a blue color. Then I'm going to come over to my transparency tool, go to the property bar, select your fountain transparency, then select your elliptical fountain transparency, then go to your mesh mode and change this to screen. And once you do that, placing this just right here. All right, so once you do that, copy another one and place it just right here. You can basically copy and paste if you want that to be too shiny. All right, you can just copy and paste again. And this is basically what we're going to have. So as you can see, this is the before and this is the after. Now, this is basically how we designed this unique party flyer in CorelDraw. If you have any question, drop me a comment in the comment section below. Don't forget, give this video a thumbs up and see you guys in my next video.